Hey, what's up? I'm Dan Briggs. Play bass for Between the Bear to Me.
Long time no see, Dan. Alright, well, how has the Cool Tour been going so far? Because you only have a couple stops left.
Yeah, just today and tomorrow in San Francisco. It's gone really well. Considering the fact that we've been on the road for pretty much the last 10 months, just about non-stop. I think we had the month of October and most of December off. Other than that, it's been non-stop, and it's a good way to end the year and end the album cycle. It's been very relaxed, and most days I'll go inside and watch a couple bands, go in the back lounge, play guitar for a while, and then we play.
There's a lot of bands, so it's a long
there's 8
show.
Bands, yeah, but it's a lot of different bands, and
and
it's cool because it's a lot of bands that I've never gotten to hear, that I've maybe heard of, but getting to actually see and hear Cancer Bats and Architects for the first time. It's really cool and made some good friends, so it's been an awesome tour.
So the Cool Tour has been cool.
It has been cool, after the name.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, well, in 2008, a long time ago I know, but PETA 2 actually listed you as one of the world's sexiest vegetarians. How do you feel about that?
Well, at the time I thought it was a joke because a couple of my good friends worked for PETA 2, and I thought, when I got the email, I was just like, oh, great guys,
right.
Very funny. But now I think they just kind of have it on a reoccurring list. It's just I don't know, it's kind of silly, but I understand. PETA 2, their campaign is kind of directed more towards attracting a younger audience, and really targeting kids who maybe are unsure about veganism, vegetarian, or who feel like they're kind of estranged by their parents for wanting to be involved in animal rights issues or something. So I think for them to whatever kind of marketing tools they use, and using people who are somewhat known in certain circles, as almost spokespeople for animal rights, I feel okay with it. Yeah, even though it's silly because I can't tell you how many people have been, have asked me about what it feels like to be, a sexiest vegetarian. I'm like, God, I don't know.
Right. Well, okay, that's interesting, and congratulations on the title. All right. Well, I read that you had originally started using your bass, which is Spector, right? Okay, because back when you started playing, it was the only one you could afford, the best you could afford, I guess, right?
Yeah. I remember when I was 16, I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania, and there wasn't a really great music store there. So we would always go to Cleveland, which is an hour and a half away, and go to Sam Ash Guitar Center and stuff, which weren't as widespread then as they are now, so 11 years ago. And one day I went up with my mom, and she's like, I want to get you a new 5-string bass, which I never had a 5-string bass before, and I also got an upright bass on the same trip. And the bass that I got that day when I was 16 is the one that I still play.
Really?
Yeah,
the exact same one?
It's the exact one that I had all throughout high school and college, and in the last almost 6 years with Between the Bear to Me. It's been through a lot. You
don't plan on getting a new one until it's
dead? From Spector, I got a bass that's kind of a lesser quality one that's my backup, and then I got a really nice one that stays at home. It's kind of too nice to
too nice to bring
risk.
on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, that's interesting. So she's been in a lot of places. Is she?
Yeah.
I would call it every instrument a girl.
Yeah.
Well, in your side band, Orbs, you play guitar. Do you prefer to play one over the other, or are they the same?
Guitar has just always been my writing instrument. Since I started playing guitar first when I was about 10 or 11, and bass, a few years later when I was in middle school I started. Guitar has just always been there as my my tool for writing and whatnot, and I'm sure there's lots of people who are between the Bear and Me fans who would assume that, you know, a lot of guitar parts or whatever were actually written by me, but
cool.
It's just, you know, it's my main tool for composing, really.
Right.
And you know, over the years, my style on guitar has kind of changed. You know, where I can write, you know, massive, you know, intense pieces like something for like Ants of the Sky or White Walls or something. But, you know, that's stuff that, like, I necessarily wouldn't want to perform live on guitar. You know, I'd rather pass it off to Paul and Dusty and be like, all right, you guys tackle this. Because my playing style now is a bit different, you know, and more geared towards, you know, creating, you know, different kind of soundscapes and different effect type things and layers, and you know, something I get to explore with orbs.
Right.
It's kind of a, you know, a different level.
Another outlet. So
yeah,
that's
totally.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, before this, you all were in Europe, right?
Yeah, we were in Europe for a couple weeks doing festivals and
You're fine.
and a couple like headline shows, and it was awesome. It was a really quick run, and it was fun. You know, I could see friends and stuff.
It's a party.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's just an interview.
Yeah. But so in Europe, did you all go anywhere that you hadn't played before?
Yeah, a few places. We went to Portugal. We actually played on a boat in Portugal in the Atlantic Ocean, which was pretty awesome. It was amazing. It was really fun. And we got to play Spain for the first times, and Luxembourg, which was really fun. And it was awesome, though. We got to play our first headline show in London, which was really fun.
Do you all get like the same amount of crowd response you feel like when you're in Europe, like as you do
Sometimes
here?
it's different, you know. Like the headline shows in Europe are a lot smaller, but they're in, you know, small clubs, so it's fun. There's still like good energy and stuff.
More personal than like.
And then, you know, the festivals were, I'm sure, playing for mainly people who've never heard of us, and those I always go in with low expectations, and I'm usually, you know, pretty wowed by responses. So that's fun.
Well, so what's coming up after this tour? Are you all gonna break for a little bit?
Some of the guys will be on a break. Paul is actually going to be filling in with Lamb of God for a few weeks of tours here and there. I'll be home for a couple weeks, and then I leave to go on tour with Orbs, my other band, and I'll be out for like a month going all across the country with them, and then whenever I get back and Paul's back, we're going to concentrate on writing like an EP, kind of, you know, a short burst of music that we're going to record before the end of the year in December, and you know, just relax and enjoy the fall.
Busy.
Yeah, but
that's good.
It'll be cool because we've never really gotten to focus, you know, spend a lot of time on just like, you know, a small bit of music, you know. It'd be like if you got to spend a whole year writing and dissecting like a full-length album, you know.
Right.
So now we're spending probably 3 or 4 months on, you know, just, I don't even, 2 songs, 3 songs.
Right.
I don't know how long, you know, an EP is like 25 minutes, I guess.
Right.
So you know, we'll see how much music we write, how many songs I mean, but you
Cool.
know.
Well, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, there've been talks of like a whole lot of different thematic kind of things, like it being maybe a precursor to the next full length or something, and we'll see what we do. I know we're all really excited to get creative again.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all I have for you. So until next time, you can wave bye.
Be nice to Denise.
Thanks.